We'll solve questions of quadratic equation in the series of two question series. Okay, so here the first questions which we have taken from quadratic equation, as the name quadratic, you can see the variable is having the maximum power as 2. Okay, so the first question which we have taken to solve from quadratic equation is that 3 times 3x minus 1 divided by 2x plus 3 minus 2 times 2x plus 3 divided by 3x minus 1. So just you can observe the numerator and denominator, it's repeating. Here the numerator is denominator over here, and here the denominator of the first term equal to numerator of the second term, right? So this is equal to 5. Okay, this is the quadratic equation given to you, but the condition is also given to you. The value of x should not be equal to 1 by 3 and minus 3 by 2. So these values are excluded. Okay, so you need to solve this question. How you are going to initiate, you can just watch the steps. Okay, here you can see 3x minus 1 is the numerator of first term, right? Here you can see 3x minus 1, right? And this 3x minus 1 is also the denominator of second term, right? That you can see. Similarly, 2x plus 3, this is the this is the denominator of, you can see 2x plus 3, this is the denominator of first term, right? And same 2x plus 3 is the numerator of the second term, right? Second term. So this is a matter of observation, right? Why this need to be observed, I will be explaining it. Okay, you can see 3x minus 1, when 1 by numerator, if numerator is 3x minus 1, and if we are taking the reverse of that, that will become denominator, right? So why don't you take 3x minus 1 by 2x plus 3, this term, as one of the variable? So let us assume 3x minus 1 by 2x plus 3 as equal to y, right? Just assume this is another variable. Sorry, another variable. Now when you assume this, the quadratic equation which is given to you, this will look like this: 3 times y minus 2 times 1 by y. Why? Because numerator becomes denominator over here. 3x minus 1 becomes denominator over here, right? So this will reflect like 3y minus 2 times 1 by y, because numerator and denominator are changing their places as per the given explanation, right? So this is equal to 5. So this is the fresh quadratic equation with us, and when we take the LCM, it becomes 3y square minus 2 by y is equal to 5, right? This will give you 3y square minus 5y minus 2 is equal to 0, isn't it? 3y square, because 5y will be coming into the LHS, and this will give you, splitting the middle term, you can write minus 5y as minus 6y plus y and minus 2 as it is, right? The middle term is splitted. Now from these two terms, when 3y is taken as common, we are left with y minus 2, and from last two terms, when plus 1 is taken as common, we are left with y minus 2. So this will give you y minus 2, because y minus 2 is common in both the terms, right? So y minus 2 is taken as common, we are left with 3y plus 1. And when we equate y minus 2 as equal to 0 and 3y plus 1 is equal to 0 as given over here, so we can say y is equal to 2, and given from this second one it will give you y equal to minus 1 by 3, right? So these are the two values which are calculated, but we have not solved the value, we are not we have not derived the value of x, right? This is the value of y, mind it. Now you need to put the value of y over here in this equation, right? So now, since 3x minus 1 by 2x plus 3 is equal to y, right? This we have assumed, this one. Since this equal to y, so just put up the value of y equal to 2, okay? For y equal to 2, 3x minus 1 by 2x plus 3 is equal to 2, right? And this will give you 3x minus 1 is equal to 4x plus 6. And finally, when 3x going into the RHS, x is equal to minus 7. So, because 6 will be coming into the LHS. So, x equal to minus 7 is one of the answer which is derived. The value of x is equal to minus 7. This is one of the answer. Now, for y equal to 2, this gives x as minus 7. But when you put y equal to minus y by 3, minus 1 by 3, that means when y equal to minus 1 by 3, right, this will give you 3x minus 1 by 2x plus 3 is equal to minus 1 by 3, isn't it? Now, just cross multiply. This will give you 9x minus 3 is equal to minus 2x minus 3, and here you can see minus 3 and minus 3 will be cancelled out. So this will give you the value of x as equal to 0, right? So the value of x is calculated, that is minus 7 or 0. So this is the answer of the above quadratic equation, and that is also not equal to 1 by 3 and minus 3 by 2. This condition is also satisfied over here. So the value of x is calculated as 0 and minus 7. Here minus 7, here 0, you can see. So from the two question series, we will be solving the second question of quadratic equation now. Okay, what is the second question? Now come to that. For the second question, it's given that m by n x square plus n by m, right, is equal to 1 minus 2x. This is the question given to you. So this is the second question of the quadratic equation which we have taken in the two question series, right? Now just solve it. Here you can see m by n times x square plus n by m. This is a constant. So bring the second term over here, that is the number with variable x, and the power of variable should be 1. So this will give you m by n times x square plus n by m minus 1 plus 2x is equal to 0. We brought all the terms from RHS to the LHS. So this will give you m by n times x square plus 2x plus n by m minus 1, this equal to 0, right? Now to solve this, what we will do, we will put up the value of, just to find the value of x, simply use the formula ax square plus bx plus c. When any quadratic equation into the form of ax square plus bx plus c, then the roots of the quadratic equation can be written as minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So these are the roots. These are the roots of the quadratic equation for ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This should be the quadratic equation, right? So this will give you the value of a. So the value of a is m by n. This will give you the value of b as 2. This will give you the value of c as n by m minus 1, right? Now, just to find the value of x, x can be written as minus b, that means minus 2 plus minus root over b square, that means 2 square, which is equal to 4, right? b square minus 4 into ac. A is m by n, 4 into m by n into c. What is the value of c? C is n by m minus 1. So all these three terms into the root, just mind it. You just put the values into the formula directly, right? Divided by 2a. What is the value of 2a? That is 2 into m by n, right? Now this will give you minus 2 plus minus root over 4 minus 4 into m by n into n by m. I've just splitted this bracket, right? Plus 4 into m by n. Here n will be cancelled out, m will be cancelled out, right? And all this divided by 2m by n, right? Now this will give you minus 2 plus minus root over 4 minus n all are cancelled, so we are left with 1 over here. All the product will be equal to 1. Minus 4 finally plus 4m by n by 2m by n, right? Here 4 and 4 will be cancelled out. Now we are left with 2 will divide these 2. So we are left with minus 1 plus minus root over 4mn. So when 4 will be coming out, it will be 2, and this 2 will cancel out this 2. So we are left with plus minus root over m by n by m by n, right? Now this will give you minus, when root n will be the LCM of the numerator, this will be minus times root n plus minus root over m divided by root n. This is the numerator only, multiplied by n by m, because when dividing by m by n, that means it will be multiplied by n by m, right? Now from here and here you can see root n will cancel this n in root n times, because root n into root n equal to n, right? So this will give you minus times root n into root n, the first term, simply multiplication, plus minus root m into n will be equal to root mn divided by m. So this will give you the value of x as, you can see, minus root n into root n. This will give you n minus n plus minus root mn by m, right? So we have derived the final values, that is minus n plus minus root mn by m. So you can see the two values of x are minus n plus root mn divided by m, and the another, this is one of the value, and another value is minus n minus root mn divided by m, right? So these are the two values of the quadratic equation which is derived for the given quadratic equation, right? I hope you like the session of today. Just like and subscribe. Bye. Take care. Thank you so much. You can put up any query into the comment box, and also you can refer to the playlist of quadratic equation. You can see various versatile type of questions over there. Okay, and you can understand this. And for any query or any ambiguity, you can just put up into the comment box. I will reply to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.